netizens, for today's video, we are here to explore what's inside General Miguel Malvar's museum, also known as Museo ni Miguel Malvar.
Ano, Jay? Ano ka?
Welcome to General Miguel Malvar's museum, also known as Museo ni Miguel Malvar. As you enter the museum, you will see all the details of his youth and even his belongings from the 19th century, memorabilia, and even sculptures and pictures of how he is and who he is when he led the Filipino forces as a gobernadorcillo. The Miguel Malvar Shrine is right inside the Municipal Hall complex. At the center of the compound is the Malvar Monument, a figure of General Miguel Malvar standing so proud and dignified. Holding a sword is surely the first to catch the attention of the visitors.
A life-size portrait of General Miguel Malvar. Malvar was born on September 27, 1865 in Santo Tomas, Batangas, and grew up to be an industrious businessman and farmer. He joined the Katipunan and during the Philippine Revolution, participated in battles in Batangas and Cavite.
Fernando Amorsolo Y. Cueto, May 30, 1892 to April 24, 1972, was portraitist and painter of rural Philippines landscape, nicknamed the Grand Old Man of the Philippines art. He was the first ever to be recognized as a national artist of the Philippines. He was recognized as such for his pointering use of impressionistic technique as well as his skill in the use of lighting and backlighting in his painting. Significant not only in the development of Philippine art but also in formation of Filipino nation of self and identity.
Elements of art. Line are used to define the contours of General Malvar's figure, clothing, and hat. Shape. The painting uses both geometric shape like the hat and organic shapes like the figure itself. Color. The painting uses muted colors with shade of green, brown, and gray dominating the palette. This creates somber in a more realistic tone. Value. The artist uses variation of both lightness and darkness in the painting to create depth and dimension in the artwork. Texture. The brushstrokes seen in the painting suggest the texture of the clothing, skin, and the hat. The texture appears smooth and polished, enhancing the realism. Principles of art. Balance. The composition is balanced with the figure centered in the frame. This creates a sense of stability and order. Emphasis. The focus of the painting is clearly on General Miguel Malvar itself. Unity. The painting has a sense of unity through the consistent style and color palette. All the elements work together to create a cohesive image.
In axiological plane, the artwork depicts General Miguel Malvar, a Filipino revolutionary hero. It is a life-size portrait by Fernando Amorsolo, known for his depictions of Philippine life and history. The painting shows Malvar in his military uniform, a symbol of his role in the Philippine Revolution and the Philippine-American War. The painting is beautiful, as it showcases Amorsolo's skill in capturing realistic details and the dignified portrayal of Malvar. The use of light and shadow creates a sense of depth and presence, making it aesthetically pleasing. It is morally powerful as it serves a reminder of Malvar's bravery and dedication to the Filipino people and for the nation's independence. It evokes a sense of patriotism and admiration for his contribution to the nation's history. The painting does not inherently disturbing, but it might evoke feelings of sadness and loss when considering the sacrifices made by Malvar and his fellow revolutionaries. It also highlights the violent conflict of the revolution a difficult period in our history. The painting also emphasized the importance of fighting for one's belief and the sacrifice individuals make for their country. It serves a visual reminder of the Philippine struggle for independence, encouraging reflections of the past and its impact in the present. It showcases the pride and heritage of the Filipino people, contributing to a sense of national identity.
The image depicts the Battle of Zapote Bridge, a significant event in the Filipino Revolution. It shows Filipino revolutionaries engaged in combat against Spanish forces. The painting captures the intensity of the battle, with soldiers wielding rifles and the scene filled with smoke and fire.
Juanito Torres, born 1977, is a prominent Filipino contemporary artist, celebrated for his large-scale historical paintings. He is recognized as a leading figure in a new generation of artists, carrying on the legacy of influential figures such as Elmer Borlongan, Mark Giustiniani, and Nel Doloricon. Torres' artistic journey began early. Frequent childhood visits to the National Museum instilled a deep appreciation for art, particularly Juan Luna's Polarium. He further developed his skill through the museum's art classes. A scholarship to the Philippine High School for the Art solidified his artistic path. Mentored by the late curator Bobby Valenzuela, he was also inspired by Valenzuela's network of artists, including Karen Flores and Mark Giustiniani, and art collectives like Sagwa and Saling Pusa, renowned for their large-scale works and murals. This formative exposure significantly shaped his artistic style and approach.
Elements of art. Line. The painting uses lines to define the figure and create movement. Shapes. Various shapes are used to depict the soldier's weapon and fire. Color. The artist uses a palette of warm and cool color with browns, greens, and red dominating the artwork. Value. The artist uses lightness and darkness to create depth and contrast, highlighting the figures and the fire. Texture. Implied through the brushstroke, giving a sense of movement and roughness. Form. The figure and object have a three-dimensional form created through shading and perspective. Space. The painting creates a sense of depth using perspective and overlapping figures.
Principles of arts. Balance. The painting achieves a sense of visual balance, distributing the figures and the elements across the canvas. Emphasis. The fire and the soldiers in the foreground are emphasis, drawing the viewer's attention. Contrast. The use of contrasting colors and values enhances the visual impact of the painting. Movement. The composition creates a sense of dynamic movement, with soldiers and fire appearing active.
In contextual plane, the artwork Battle of Zapote Bridge by Juanito Torres reflects the time and place it was made through its depiction of a historical event in the Philippines. The painting illustrates the battle during the Philippine-Spanish War in 1897, a significant conflict that shaped the nation's history. This event is a key moment in the struggle for independence and resistance against foreign rule. The artwork captures the intensity and the chaos of the battle, highlighting the bravery and sacrifices of those Filipino soldiers. The political meaning is present in this painting. It is evident in its portrayal of Filipinos who fought for freedom against Spanish occupation. It serves as a reminder of the country's struggle for self-determination and the sacrifices made to achieve independence. The painting's focuses on Filipino soldiers emphasizes their role as defenders of their homeland, fostering a sense of national pride and resistance. The social meaning of the artwork is tied to its commemoration of a crucial historical event. It acts as a visual narrative that educates and reminds viewers of the nation's past struggles. The painting's depiction of the battle could also be seen as a commentary on social cost of war and the importance of national unity. Through its imagery, the artwork encouraged reflection on themes of patriotism, resistance, and the pursuit of freedom.
The image depicts a painting by Juanito Torres titled General Malvar, Leader ng Masang Pilipino. It portrays General Miguel Malvar as a leader of the Filipino people during the Spanish and American colonization. Malvar was a gobernadorcillo and led the Philippine force from 1901 to 1902. The painting also highlights his close relationship with the masses.
This painting, entitled Ang Pagsuko ni General Miguel Malvar, was a painting donated by the Malvar family around 1973. It portrays General Miguel Malvar, a significant figure in the Philippine history, and his surrender. The painting serves as a reminder of a crucial period in the Philippine history and the role of Miguel Malvar. Our visit to Museo ni Miguel Malvar was an eye-opening experience that deepened our understanding of Philippine history and the life of General Miguel Malvar, a lesser-known hero. It was a thought-provoking experience that challenged our understanding of art and its role in storytelling. The museum exhibits featuring historical artifacts and artwork encourage us to think critically about the intersection of art, history, and culture. The museum's collection of artifacts, documents, and interactive display brought history to life, allowing us to visualize the past and appreciate the sacrifices made by our ancestors. We were particularly impressed by Malvar's commitment to the Katipunan and his role in the Philippine-American War. Our experience at Museo ni Miguel Malvar has changed our understanding of art in several ways. First, art as storytelling. We realized that art can be a powerful tool for storytelling, conveying complex historical narratives and emotions in a way that transcends traditional historical accounts. We understood the importance of contextualizing art within its historical and cultural context, recognizing that artworks are not just aesthetic objects but also windows into the past. Our museum experience highlighted the significance of art in preserving cultural heritage and promoting national identity. General Miguel Malvar's story humanized heroism, showcasing courage, leadership, and sacrifice. The museum's artworks and exhibits masterfully wove together history, culture, and emotions. The museum preserved the past, educating visitors about the significance of Philippine history and identity. As we bid farewell to Museo ni Miguel Malvar, we carry with us the echoes of the past, the whispers of courage, and the legacy of a hero. Our visit has been a journey through time, a canvas of stories, and a testament to the power of art and history. Malvar's legacy sparked a sense of purpose and courage for the role of art in preserving history and culture, the reflection of the importance of national identity and heritage. The past whispers wisdom, art tells stories, and heroes inspire nations.